Oh hey, good to see you there. Just catching up on some reading. What do we have on the mind today? Got Mr. David Wiedema on the air later, so stay tuned for that. We also have some events coming up. We've got a dance that Jody's going to talk about.
So the dance is going to be on December 15th, and we're going to be selling tickets a little bit before that. Next up is the teacher interview with Mr. Wiedema and Chris Buckland.
Mr. Wiedema, it's good to see you. It's a pleasure. Pleasure as always. We got a few questions here. You're one of the most interesting men that work at this school. Yeah, I'd say so. How long have you been teaching at SCS for?
I've been teaching at SCS since SCS emerged, but in terms of Fraser Valley, I started in September 2003, so this is year 13 for me.
That's quite a while.
So, yeah, I've been here longer than all the students, even if you came in kindergarten.
That's very impressive. What is the funniest thing that's ever happened to you while teaching at this school?
Most of the memories in terms of funny, like there's lots of individual small moments with students, but would be with some of the staff, interacting with the staff over years. Being in a scavenger hunt with Miss Meyer, Van Andel, and Angbers, and you realize how competitive we all are, and we might have broken some driving rules in making sure that we got there first, boxing other teachers' vehicles in parking lots so they can't get out. Also remember the first time I went on a grad trip, I ended up in a boat of just male teachers where I was by far the smallest. Chapman was in it, Stewart was in it, and a few others who aren't here anymore. And we just spent the entire 2 days terrorizing every single grad boat and emptying them of students all day long. And it was wonderful. So those would be great moments. Bizarre moments, I remember a student breaking their hand in my class. In comparative civ, they were doing reenactments and skits of mythical legends, and he got into his role too much and smashed his hand into the floor, and the next day showed up with a cast. So that was kind of one of those bizarre things that I don't usually talk about. But
would you ask us to one-up that this year?
Well, we've done the hand, maybe another body part, but we survived Mount St. Helens, so probably not.
Okay. That's all right. What is the most memorable moment of your high school experience?
In terms of classroom or outside of the classroom?
Just outside of the classroom in general.
Sports. I grew up in a small town, and there was lots of drugs and alcohol and partying, and I didn't want any part of that. And so I just poured myself into sports. I played basketball, volleyball, track and field, soccer, everything I can. I just remember getting out of class and being at tournaments. Traveling, because small town with, and I'd say the highlight was beating Smithers. So the school Veenstra went to, beating them, that was always the highlight because of the rivalry there.
I would have thought you would have said the Chicago Cubs run to the World Series in 1908. That would have been pretty memorable around that time.
It would have. We did study it in history.
Oh, I meant weren't you around for that? Or?
In terms of that, you're not doing so well in math, are you?
Oh, no, not.
I've been here for 13 years.
Yeah. If you had the day off, what would you be doing?
We just bought a new car, and so I'd be in North Vancouver buying winter tires and stuff for it. Or I'd be at home fixing up our old car so we can sell it. So if you know anybody who needs a cheap Toyota Echo, let me know, because that's about to go on sale. I would make sure that I picked up my daughter for a dance class. She does hip hop right after school, and I don't usually get a chance to take her. So I'd do that, and then I'd probably try to sneak in some video game time.
So you're saying you'd be as far away from the school as possible?
If it was a day off, yeah.
Yeah, it's like my everyday.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, thank you. That was Mr. Wiedema. We'll see you next week.
Thank you very much.